Well, people, back at it again, back at it again, back at it again. Some good news from us now because we have sold a player. We have loaned out a player because I think that's the done deal we have, and it's the good news. So probably you guys want to know about the done deals at Arsenal. We have another done deal. But anyway, smash up the likes. Let's get them to 500 as usual, and of course, get in the comments coming in. What do you think? Is it a right move to sell Lucas Torreira or to loan out Lucas Torreira to Atletico Madrid? And apparently, we are not bringing in Partey, we are not bringing in Alsemowa. Is it a bright idea? What do you think about it? I want you to know your comments down in the comment box. And I'm going to start the party right now. The beer is here. Okay. Now, first and foremost, most of the transfer speculation that is around us now is coming down as we come across the transfer window. Of course, as we're closing the transfer window, everything is coming down. Everything is coming down. And it's interesting, right? It's interesting, not so. But the latest is that we have finally let go of Lucas Torreira, and he has passed his medicals with Atletico Madrid. Anytime it's going to be announced as a new signing with Diego Simeone. Simeone is one of those people who are great admirers of the player. He's going to be playing with Atletico Madrid for a whole season on loan until June 2021. Now, what's interesting in this deal is there are three things that are interesting, and I'll be talking about them. Some, some bad and some are good. But the first thing is it's not a permanent deal; it's a loan deal. Now, there are things that really don't make sense to me when Arsenal does them, and we are just terrible, like terrible. We have been singing the same song that Arsenal needs to sell, and we have, highlighted black and white players that can get out of the club so that can raise money to get the top quality midfielders that we know we are lacking so much, right? The first player has been Lucas Torreira. The second player was Emi Martinez. Both of them have left the club. The third player is Shkodran Mustafi. Player number 4 is Sid Kolasinac. Now, I'm going to ask myself a question, and I'll cross it over to you. Why the hell did we let go of Lucas Torreira on a loan deal? We are not getting money. It should have been a permanent deal because we were trying as much as we could to get money in this deal. And finally, we are not getting in Partey, or we are not getting in another midfielder, but we are letting Lucas Torreira go. It's a good squad player. Good squad player. So I thought it was going to be a permanent deal. That is what Arsenal held on to so much, so strongly, that it must be a permanent deal. Torino, Fiorentina, all of those clubs wanted the player, but we say it must be a permanent deal so that we get some cash, go in and buy other players. That was the logic behind, Lucas Torreira leaving the club. Okay. Now, he goes to Atletico Madrid, and Atletico Madrid are very wise. They are saying, we are getting Lucas Torreira from you guys, but don't think about Partey. And then I'm asking myself, does this make sense? Does it make any sense? Why don't we sell to Torino if they can give us some from cash to use in the transfer summer to spend? Because literally, we are broke, we don't have money, we need to first sell our players, and now we are giving them out on loan. Secondly, think about it, guys. Come to think about it. If we don't bring in another midfielder in this transfer summer, because we have 1 day, literally it's 1 day, okay, 2 days. If we don't bring in another midfielder, who is going to be a backup for Granit Xhaka? Who is going to be the backup? I think Torreira has been that player you could summon at any time in that midfield and he would deliver. I don't understand the reason as why Mikel Arteta doesn't use him. I don't know why Mikel Arteta, pushed him out as an outcast and brought closer players like Mohamed Elneny. I'm not really sure about that, but what I'm sure is Lucas Torreira is better than what we have, and we are going to see him perform very well at Atletico Madrid. Seriously, he's going to perform so well at Atletico Madrid. So well. And Arsenal has let him go on a loan deal we are the club that is really in much need, but we are the club that is doing a lot of crap. Look at Leeds. They get a point at Manchester City. Not because Manchester City is so bad, but they almost got a point against Liverpool. If you guys still remember, they almost got a point against Liverpool. Those are the clubs we are going to be fighting with this season. Right? Those are the clubs we are going to be fighting with this season. And interestingly, they are doing well in the transfer summer. They are bringing in key players. They are getting in the players they want. And for us, we are very comfortable even giving out the key players to the squad unknown without a backup plan. I mean, who are we going to sign? Manchester United have woken up and now they're bringing in Edson Cavani, a great addition. Great addition, that is plan. Great addition. Free transfer, 2 years. Arsenal is comfortable. Oh, we lost to Liverpool. We lost to Liverpool 3-1. Mane should have got a red card. Mane should have got a red card. Liverpool cheated the game. Mane should have got a red card. How many red cards are going to appear when we are playing Liverpool or Manchester City or United so that we can actually win the game? Clearly, Atletico Madrid wanted Torreira and we wanted Partey, and we couldn't negotiate a swap deal. Well knowing that this was a transfer summer where we were not going to spend much, we needed to depend on loan deals, we needed to depend on swap deals, we need to depend on free deals. We just can't do that. We just can't do it. We just can't do that. Okay, let Lucas Torreira go. 20 million, 25 million. Why don't you bring in Mark Roca? I thought Mark Roca was the easiest player to sign. 15 million, Espanol. 15 million, and Fabrizio Romano has just confirmed, I think, not so long ago, the player is going to be a player of Bayern Munich in the next 48 hours. We were linked with Mark Roca in the first place. We wanted to take Mark Roca, and we did it. 15 million, just 15 million. I mean, even if we sold Shkodran Mustafi, it would only be it would only be very few million less. We didn't do that. How do I rate this transfer summer? Terrible. It's a terrible transfer summer. Terrible transfer summer. And I want to say this frankly on this show. If we don't replace Lucas Torreira, it's going to cost us. It's really going to cost us a lot. Arsenal better have an option. Arsenal better have an option to Lucas Torreira. Otherwise, it's a wrong decision to let out Torreira go. It's trash. Absolute trash. And Charles Watts, was talking about this and I was listening clearly. I was like, let me hear what Watts is going to say. Charles Watts, he said something interesting. He said, absolute rubbish from Arsenal. Not the best deals you could think about. Torreira wanted to give us some money. We should have gone for that. It's a it's a loan deal with no buying obligation. It's just a buy option. They can choose to throw him away. They can choose to take him. Anyway, the player has moved. He has finished his medicals. Total agreement has been reached between Arsenal and Atletico Madrid. Personal terms were discussed a long time ago, and that is how we are, facing the transfer deadline. We are still making mistakes and mistakes and mistakes and mistakes. Mistakes and mistakes. We have failed to get Ausemawa. We have failed to get Thomas Partey. We have let Lucas Torreira go. Our problem is the midfield. Arsenal. The Gunners, right? The mighty Gunners are becoming a total banter club. Anyway, Lucas Torreira signs Atletico Madrid. There is that William Saliba deal also still looming around. The Jorginho loan deal. So we are loaning out Lucas Torreira and we bring in Jorginho on loan from Chelsea. Who would do that? Who in the world would do that? It's only Arsenal, right? It's only Arsenal. Then I'm really happy that Arsenal is doing this. I'm really happy that Arsenal is doing this. It shows that, you know, maybe it will teach some fans that the club we are supporting is not Barcelona. You know, at times when we criticize the club, many Arsenal fans feel bad. They're like, you're criticizing our club. They see the club as Barcelona. They see the club as Real Madrid, untouchable. This is a rubbish club, man. This is a rubbish club. And you guys know that, but you don't want to accept. Anyway, I'll catch you later. It's a done deal. Lucas Torreira moves on. Jim Mikel Aulas confirms that no players will be leaving the club. And Thomas Partey deal has never been on, has never been on. Great evening.